Hello there, Top Bob, Top Bob's Casino Secrets. Here to find the best and the worst of the YouTube gambling strategies. We'll look high and low. We'll do some math, and maybe we'll just find the secret. Let's check it out. Hi, this is Top Bob from Top Bob's Casino Secrets here again. We have Casino Quest, the most famous crap strategy on YouTube. These guys have a school here at the Fashion Show Mall. And I hope this guy is not the dice guy.
Tuning in. Thank you so much for being Patreons.
No, get the
Hello
frig
and
back.
welcome back. It's David here. I'm
Thank
at Casino
you.
Quest in
Hi,
fabulous
David.
Las Vegas at the Fashion Show Mall on the Las Vegas Strip. There's our plug. If you love my shirt, you can get one of these online. There's my other plug. And we are
Can't
going
believe
to
I have to watch this
introduce a new, or rather evolved strategy, crap strategy for you. And this is a good one for a lot of you out there. Are going to really enjoy this one. We're going to call it the Forge. The reason why it's called the Forge is this strategy heats up. It starts out a little bit small, one little knock, and then boom, we're going to build it up, get that fire hot. Eventually, we're going to have a lot of bets out there. We're going to try to build ourselves
Quickly.
a mighty bankroll, okay? I start off small too, sir. Timmy says he starts off small as well, and I'm sure many of us can relate. And there we go. Okay, back to the movie. All right. So here it is. It's very simple. The best way I can explain this to you is to literally show it to you in progress. In fact, the best way to learn dice is to really kind of see how it rolls out.
Okay, I made a comment here before. No, it doesn't. None of these practice rolls mean anything at all. You're practicing. You could just make up numbers that either work or don't work, and it doesn't matter what actually rolls.
But I will say this system is ideal for sort of choppy play.
It was more comprehensive last time. I hope I'm...
It's a hedging blended system. We're going to play all sides of the table. We're going to play basically everything except the field. We're going to be all over the place and everywhere, but it's a bit structured. But it definitely takes a little bit of knowledge of the game.
Oh.
Some dealers may not be all that happy to see you coming.
This is what I don't... Especially if you're teaching dealers. Don't teach dealers to, like, be mad at players for making bets. Okay, look at this layout. Look at how many bets are available. You can fit 8 people around a dice table, and they could make any friggin' bet they want for a lot, anywhere between the table minimum and the table maximum, and the dealer is supposed to be able to handle it without complaint and all that stuff. I don't know why. I would have fun with a bunch of players playing, their chips. Why? Because I get to move stuff around and feel like I'm doing something. That's why blackjack dealing is so boring. Guys, if you want to be a dealer, don't be a blackjack dealer. Learn craps or roulette. Well, learn craps and roulette and blackjack. But get on a craps table as soon as you can. Because it's fun. Because stuff actually happens there. Blackjack, same. Roulette's just, and it's more trouble than it's worth from a dealer's perspective. That's the one where you look at a layout and you're like, oh, Lord, I'm going to have to be stacking chips forever, no matter what rolls. If dealers complain, tell the manager, okay? This is a perfectly acceptable strategy that any dealer should not have any complaints about after seeing it.
All right, here we go. All right, so here's the other thing. So as you know, if you
why?
Guys
Because you're making a lot of bets?
Talk about creating
is that
opportunity.
Why?
An opportunity for me is having a bankroll that supports about 10.7s or point.
It's not because you might win money and you might have figured things out. I'm going to tell you that.
I'm screwed in a row, all right? So essentially what we want to do is buy shooters around the table. This system, for about every $5 you're going to have as a minimum bet, you want to have about $250 to $300. So for a $5 pass line bet, you're going to want to start with about $300 just to be safe.
60
At
units.
$10, you're going to want about $600, $700. $15.
But watch this. But watch this. $300. Okay, whatever. Three, however you do it. Oh. 3. Watch.
Want
Watch.
$900 to $1,000.
Watch.
And this is based on the minimum bet. So here we're going to start with $5 because hopefully you could find yourself a $5 table. Otherwise, it'll be $10, obviously, whatever the minimum is. Okay, so here we are. The first thing we're going to do is all we're going to start with is a pass line. Pass line, that's it, at the minimum, absolute minimum of the table because we've got a lot of bets coming in.
Not
So
sure
we're
why
gonna
the
start
$5 pass line makes
and we're going to come
much
out on a
sense,
point. That's not a point. We're going to get paid. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Not anymore.
And then he keeps putting the thing in his stack.
Clear. Okay.
All right. Look through some comments. I'll do that at the end. But that he's taking the money and putting it back in his stack is really
I might never actually
distracting.
come out in a point. This could be 2 hours of me rolling sevens. All right, just so you know. 8 easy. We're out on a 5 tray. 8 for the date. Okay, another 8 would make a date. Okay, once we're on a point, here's
Probably another thing they teach in their school. All the silly things to say.
what we're gonna do. All we're gonna do is for every nickel we have here, we're gonna invest $50 in the DC, and then we're gonna cover a $3.11 for every.
We're going to bet 10x in the DC. And then 11. I'm not sure. But it's going somewhere, believe me. And all you have to do is worry about the 7.
$50, right? If we're on a downtown table, that's going to give us $48 back.
He's right.
Almost a recovery here. And then if you're on, obviously, up on the strip table, you're going to get $45 back, almost.
And down.
You, almost recovered.
42 and still up.
But we want to
45 and still up.
Possible. Again, we're
alternate
hedging
respectively.
This DC, right? If a 7 rolls, we're kind of screwed. We're going to lose here and here, so we're out $55, but there's that.
$58, sir.
All right, but here we go. We're on the line. We got our DC, and now if we're not making any other investment, okay? So if the dreaded 0.7 comes, yeah, we're just going to be at our DC and our line bet and our 11 bet. All right, let's roll another number and see what happens. 2 craps aces. Wow, that's the best case scenario because we're getting a free DC.
But why are you putting it in there?
Let's see if we can move on. A 4 hard. That's a beautiful thing. Okay.
I didn't see that the first time. I'm going to write this down for my notes here. He had 2 pass line winners for $5 each, so we'll put 10 or plus 10, and then a plus 50 for his DC that he just put in his stack.
Now we're gonna move our $50.
You'll see why later.
The 4, right?
So
now we have a no 4 for a 50 flat, and we have $5 in the pass line. So here's where things get interesting and where we start creating a bit
It's
of
already
opportunity
very
for ourselves.
interesting.
We are then going to cover the rest of the money at the unit which we have invested on the line. So here we have $5, $10, $15, $20, $1 across. So we have the 5, 6, 9, and 10. We already have the 8 on the line. We're also going to back up the 8, okay, with the max odds, assuming this is a 3, 4, 5 table, 3, 4, 5 table. So for every nickel, we can take $25 behind. And then we are going to start a come bet. All right. Obviously, we're not going to place the 4 because we have a no 4. That would be a little silly. But here, we're trying to create opportunity. And if the opportunity doesn't come and we're followed by...
Strangely, it's really not that silly. You could do a buy on the 4 for $51. $52 probably. Then you either lose $2 or you win $48. So not so silly. He's going to do something silly.
A 7 soon enough. we can do, if we want to, is
Got
we can
109.
hedge the no 4. So if, for example, right now, there's only how many ways? 3 ways to make a 4, or rather 2 combinations. So what we can do is go ahead and put up a hard 4 if we want to, maybe for $5. Limit our exposure to the 4. So that way, at least if the hard 4 comes back, we're going to get $40 and down and recoup some of our losses here.
Thank you for
okay?
saying and down.
So again, this is quite literally the forge. This is a hedging blended system. We're working both sides of the game, trying to create opportunity.
So we're at
and we
109.
have
Yep,
whatever
there's
this no bet
114,
is. All right,
right?
so let's see this play out a little
Okay.
bit. Oof, 7 out. So almost not the best case scenario, not the worst case scenario. Haven't created a bunch of options.
Kind of
but here,
bad.
we're going to go come bets paid, and now we're going to pay behind. Okay, so we're out of the hand. All
Watch
right.
this one.
And we even picked up a little money. You know, we won our last come bet. We lost our odds. So here, we lost exactly $56. And there we have $60. So there you go. All right, so forge.
Yeah. So he's saying he won $4. He is so wrong. Okay? According to the rolls, that should be important, he says he won 60 on that last roll out of his 119 in action. He won 49. Or, sorry, 55. All right? The $5 comeback over there. His $5 comeback. Now is 10. His $50 lay is now 100. So 55. Lose 56. That's -1. But then factor in your $60 in winnings on the actual rolls, bro.
All right, here,
Go
let's
on.
play it again. Let's just show it in play, and then we'll see this work a few times and play out a few different scenarios. All right, again, we're starting the $5 on the line. We're going to come out and look for a point. We're out on the point of 9, okay? So once the point's established, for every nickel, we're going to put $50 here. We're going to hedge that bet with a $3.11 for every $50 we have in the DC. And
So
we're going to
now
wait
we
for
have
another
100.
roll. Again,
Oh,
4,
sorry,
3,
we're
1.
still at the
We're
1
gonna
unit
move the
level.
DC behind the 4. We're going to, obviously, the 11 rolls. And then we're going to go ahead and take max odds. Max odds on a 3, 4, 5 table will be $20. And here, we're going to go $22 with the rest of the numbers. Okay?
You can't even pick
$5
two,
coming,
man. This
okay?
guy's a dealer
And
teacher,
here we
I
have
guess.
A 4. We're going to throw $5
Or
up
student.
Hard 4.
I'm not
The
sure.
hard 4 should come.
Ambitious
We're only going to lose this
video
4
student.
on a 3-1. Okay, easy 4. 3 craps. That's come away. No big deal. We're just coming back in the come. 8.
Minus
8
5.
Easy. All right, we're coming on to the 8. And we're going to now use our 8 come bet to build odds. Okay, so we're coming down with odds. And we're starting a new come bet. We're just going to keep this coming. Okay, 10. 10 easy. Come bet goes. Get paid $9. We're going to come back with odds. And we're going to work another come bet. Okay. 7 out. No 9. Kind of a worst case scenario. But here, again, we used our place bets to build those.
Can't you miss your chips, bro?
Those odds. We're getting paid now for this last come bet. We get our $50 behind, and again, out of the hand. Okay. Did it win a lot? Did it lose a lot? We have plenty of time to stand by and get order some more cocktails, and so there's that. So let's play this out at a $10 table now. Let's show you what a $10 table now, and that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna sort of up the ante and show you what it looks like in a few different tables.
What's the
not a lot
difference?
of $5 tables out there, not a lot of $10 tables out there really, but here we go. $10 on the line. 7 winner, bam, winner, winner.
Well, we better go plus 10 on this one.
9, we're out on the 9. Okay, and here we go. So for every nickel,
I have
$50
a
in the DC.
point to make
and for
on
every
later.
50, $3
next
on the 11,
level.
right? Because if we're on the strip, we're going to get how much for that?
90.
How much? How much? How much?
90.
I'm asking our studio audience because they're learning. Okay, they're learning. Timmy's past the point.
They should be.
It's
I don't
an 11,
know.
a $6.11. Anybody know that it's anybody know what it pays? It's $90.
Yeah, 15 times. It's $90, man.
$90
Fuck.
is the correct answer. All right, so that's going to do some recovery there. If you're downtown, it'll pay a little more.
90,
You get a little closer to that.
96
So we're
would be
hedging
downtown.
the DC bet because it's going to lose on 7-11, and this is where we have the most money at risk, right? If a 7 should roll, we're going to lose the DC and the line. We're going to be a little bit screwed. That's why we need to have a little bankroll, create as much opportunity around the table as we can. All right, let's roll some dice. 8 is the call. Once we have this DC bet behind the number, that's now where we're going to make the investment in opportunity. So for the 9, we're now going to go full odds, $40 behind that, and we are going to go $10 units, okay, on the rest of the numbers. So we're going to follow the units that we have in the line. So real easy. So we got 42 there, and we got 50. So we have $92 in action. We have $100 behind the 8.
Yeah.
We lost our 11 hedge, okay?
I'm going to try and keep my dealing comments to the minimum.
And but because we're behind the 8, so we're going to go with a $10
It's even got the
bet,
tick
right?
marks
so
on the dang
with
table.
The same unit we have here.
Put it in the
and
hole,
now
bro.
we have $100 there. What we can do is a $10 hard 8, right? So again, hedging, blending, this is the forge, okay? We're working all the angles. We're trying to sharpen that blade. It's a lot of work. I mean, it's a little bit of work. So here we go. If the hard 8 should roll, we get $100.
This is not hard to bet or do anything. I don't know. You have to bet a series of 3 times?
And down. So we're hedging this
or
8
with
here.
your combat, and then
and
that's
we're
it.
creating opportunity on the board. All right, let's roll some dice. Okay, 9. That's a winner. How fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and pay that. So we're working both sides. We're going to unmark the
Very
point.
sloppy.
Let's go ahead and throw our odds on there, have them
That's
ready.
60,
And put there.
in case you're wondering.
Put that back.
40
All right,
wins
so
60.
Again, we got a pass line bet. We're going to follow. We don't have to follow. The 8's always on. So what we can do is just keep everything working, you know. There's no reason to be off because if a 7 rolls,
No.
we got it covered with the 8.
And then he should be,
the 8, but
dealer school things, he should be putting on bet on the odds. I don't know if he wanted to do that or not, but I would think he would. He has $40 out there. Actually, the 40 will come back on a 7, but it won't win if it hits. So really, he's hedging $10 now, or he's gambling his flat money only. But if he's working his odds on 9, which doesn't roll, I'm not sure what would have happened, whether he would have called them all on or
now
not.
come out in the hard 8. We just leave everything working. Okay.
This is very unclear
10 of hard
and
weight.
very
Wow,
not
how
dealer
fantastic is that?
specified.
We got 18 here. Let's
I'm the
take this
boxman
down. And now
sitting
we got
here
most of our odds
going
paid.
crazy.
Look at that. Brilliant. Okay. We got most of our odds paid. We start with a new come bet. There we go. We still got a no 8. We got a 10 with 40 on the 9. We have place bets here working.
Okay, I'm just going to check this out. So he's got 10 with 30 back there. So that's 40. Then he's got 10 with 40. That's 90. And he only has $100 protection. Protection!
Just creating opportunity. 3 craps. Okay, not a big deal.
Yes, he's creating
That's gonna be a
opportunity.
come away,
There's
and we're back
minus
to the top
10.
half. Okay. 9, a winner. There we go. We got $70 off and on. We're going to rake that all day long. 7 out. 7 out, no 10. All right, let's collect this. Let's play the last comeback, and let's go ahead and pay the behind. We love to pay the behind. All right, so there we go. We're out of the hand, and we did well. That
supposed to be
actually
funny?
worked out nicely. So we got a number, which is good. We got a winner and a comeback number. And so in most cases, we're able to use our place bets to pay for odds. All right, let's scale this up one more time.
It's a good thing he got that one hit.
And see where this
He
goes.
might have made
You guys
money
can
on
see it
that roll.
15, actually, two more times. You can see it on a $15 game, then a $25 game real quickly, all right? So here, let's rate this.
What's
All
the
right, let's do
difference?
this. $15 game, okay? Minimum $15 table because there's
Okay.
a lot of those.
This is where I wanted to make a comment. Yes, especially on weekends in Las Vegas, it is very hard to find 10 and 15 are at least minimum. 15 for most of the places that I've seen, 25 for strip casinos. And so there is a version of bubble craps that I like that could be played for like dollar minimums and stuff. And they actually pay to the penny. Like you could bet a dollar on 6 and it would pay you like $1.12 or whatever it's supposed to be getting. I should know that. I probably do, but it pays you to the penny, even on odd bets. So it's good in that way where you're at least getting as close to the penny payout. Where on a craps table, if you bet $5 on the 6 and $5 on the 8 every time one of those hits, you're getting ripped off like basically 84 cents or 86 cents. So, but for lower minimums, I like the big bubble craps, and they've got the Prices Right dice in there. And then there's the smaller ones with more like solid looking dice. The only thing I would say about those is they're not using precision dice, which are just super manufactured polymer down to like the perfection. Like there's a little machine and they measure them out, and then you can spin them, and there's no oblongated wobbling or anything like that. I even know guys who hi there. Sorry. This thing stopped for a second. So we're going to
go ahead and pay the behind.
We've already seen this.
Good. We got a winner and a
pay
comeback
the
number.
behind. Okay.
And so
Sorry,
in most
my
cases, we're able to use our
maxed
place
out
bets
there.
to pay for odds. All right, let's scale this up one more time.
All right, we're going to the $15 game.
$15 game, okay? Minimum $15 table because there's a lot of those.
Okay.
All right. So here, all we're doing is coming out. All right, we're out on the point of 5. And now for every nickel, we need a $50 DC, okay? So we got 3 nickels, we need $150. This is why at this point you need about $1,000 in play, but we really don't have that at risk unless we're doing 0.7s, right? Or if someone's just a sharpshooter, putting a number and rolling the number, repeating the number, then we're in trouble quickly. But okay, we got $150.
All right, yes. Sharpshooters and stuff like that, and they're spilling around. Sorry. There, that probably freaked you out for a second. Why my hat switched around? These people. What are you telling people? I'm having trouble with this. Sorry, we're gonna get onto this video in a second, but 15 and then 150, and that's $165 in the second roll of your strategy. And you could win 15 by making the 5. Or you could lose 165 by rolling the 7. Oh no, we know it's coming. Hedge the 11.
On the DC. And for every $50, we're going to go $3 on the 11.
Wow.
So now we're going to go $9.
Wow, big strategy. What is it? Oh, sorry, I'm in the boxman position. Let's Take a look
Okay.
at Dave or
And now we're
whatever
gonna
his
roll the
name
dice
is. I don't
4
even
easy
remember.
4. We're gonna go behind the 4 with our
But this is the
150.
most
Okay.
famous.
And now we're gonna go $15 units. So we have $66 left to cover.
Unless you have a
across. So
sharpshooter.
let's do that.
Like,
Let's invest
oh. What if the guy keeps rolling fours?
$66. Oh man, almost picked it. Almost picked it.
So who's drinking and smoking?
And then we're gonna start $15 in the come, and once again we're gonna go max odds. Okay, so we have $66 here, and we have 60, 75 there with 15 in the come. So our 150 is handling all our bets nicely, right? Now because
So move your risk away from 7 and on to 4. He still has the 11 bet up there. This bothers me as the boxman. I'm like looking at that bet going, why aren't you even taking that down? We're going to move on.
the 4,
I don't remember what I said last time.
do a little hedging if we want to, and throw some money up there for the hard 4. But in this case, we're going to need like a $20 hard 4. So let's do that. All right. So if it should hit,
Just throw
hard
20
4,
bucks up there.
we're going to be down with $160.
At a
Otherwise,
6 to 8% disadvantage.
So if 3-1 comes, that's where we're at risk there. Okay. Let's roll some dice. 6 easy 6. Okay. Very nice. So here I got 15 behind. I'm going to win $39. So 21 and 18 is 39. So let's do that. All right, save us some moves.
Oh, okay. That's the second thing. Did you see how he saved himself some moves? I didn't, and I know what's going on. An easy way to save yourself some moves is go 50 for 1, you drop the 1 to the boxman, and then everything's nice and clean. This is what I don't want to do dealer stuff, but here we go. He's got it right, though, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Okay.
But we want to go
right.
max odds.
So now
2,
your
4, 5,
150
10,
is now
let's just use what we have
130
here. We're gonna go
for a
$30
win because
odds.
you have a
Okay, for
$20
us,
hedge.
come back, okay. All right.
And I know when the hedge
Yo,
comes
11.
out,
Well,
that's great. Yeah.
That's a win. Easy money. Easy money.
But you lose when you win. That was the one.
Okay.
Like, but when he does this over here and makes a payout on the line, that is such a bad dealer move. Why? Because you can say, A, the dealer put it there, and I didn't mean for that to be a bet, or, oh, I was placing the point. Okay, the clarity here. Whether or not that was my 1 point, but he's gonna go, oh, we won such and such here. He's not gonna compensate for the other stuff.
4 hard 4. Wow, it's fantastic. So we're down behind.
And this
4.
is a new thing that I didn't really recognize from the time before.
Okay. We're now going to take that 160 and down, so we didn't lose. That was the way we wanted it to come. Easy and peasy.
No.
Let's go ahead and use some odds.
Not easy and peasy,
Okay,
hardy and party.
Put some odds
Easy
on there, right?
kills you.
And let's just keep going.
Hard way
we made our money.
is good.
We got our $20 hard 4s down. So
yes.
What if we lost our hard 4?
Take your hard ways down.
I mean, fantastic roll. I mean, almost a fantastic roll. Now we're going to hit the come and come out. All right.
Wait,
so how this works. It's
almost a fantastic roll. Since I had so many other things to talk about, I'm kind of unsure where he went. And since there's no... Okay, again, this is said in the comments, and they do this later, and they track it better on future videos that we will cover. I don't know where the hell this guy's at. It's a fantastic roll. Really? That doesn't look like much more money. Even if that's 100 underneath, there's what, maybe 185 there, 180 and 20.
A lot of hedging. It's a little bit of work.
It's
We're
not much
playing both
work,
sides.
bro.
Actually, really not a lot of hedging. We just have that one DC bet to hedge the
Yeah.
rest of our action, create as much opportunity as we can, use the money that we have in place.
His point made on a good roll where it keeps continuing to do stuff. Yeah, there is opportunity created, but I'm wondering, once you get banged off the back, I guess you made your you made almost your money back because you made 140 out of 150. So you almost made your money back. Then you won your pass line bet. So there was opportunity out there. There's lots of bets. Oh my God, this looks so expensive. It's coming to me. I'm going to pause for a second. Can I pause? No. I'm going to get that button back. I don't care if it... I'll fast forward through my thinking part. I'll do this whenever I have to think. That wasn't a good roll. Your hedges worked okay. There was opportunity created. What if you hit an easy 4? What would your next thing be? Is it make a DC bet again for some money? To get another back behind bet and then take it down? Where's the follow-up of that? I mean, with the hard way, it makes it easier where you could go, oh, we'll forget about that. We have lots of opportunity. But then you still have only...
To pay for our come bets.
I don't even know how many dollars.
As often as we can, right? So you got to pay attention to the system, and hopefully you have to have a dealer that works with you and is also mindful of the action.
The dealer should always work with you. And if they're good dealers, they will become mindful of the action.
Once they get a hold of the system for a while, it's going to take a dealer a second to kind of follow through. But as soon as you go behind a number, they're going to ask you for the hard way, right? Because that's
a couple of minutes,
you want to hedge
they can
with
figure
the hard
it out.
way.
Or they'll be like,
to sort of prompt you, hey, you got your DC, it's the second roll, that kind of thing. So the great thing about this system is
if there's a system where you can't remember what to do by the second roll, you better work on it at home.
Great for a choppy system. It's also great for someone who's rolling a lot of numbers without repeaters necessarily.
Or go to the Fashion Island, whatever show mall is, and you can practice there.
Obviously, any system
and get your best roll of a lifetime on a fake table.
You'll have that money here in the DC.
That'd be fun.
But you don't have too much invested while you're doing
You
that.
do!
It's after that that, it can go a lot of different directions. But anyways.
No, you invest heavily right at the beginning in a weird way. And then hopefully it goes your way. It's like...
System. I would be very interested to play it myself with the right bankroll. But let's do one more quick.
I am going home.